Hi, today I want to make a video on emotions. Emotions, to me, as an INTJ, people kind of dismiss you and think that you don't have a lot of emotions. That could not be further from the truth. I completely have an entirely full emotional spectrum, and I'm sure I have some emotions that some people are still blocked off from. The way emotions work, though, is if you experience something and it reminds you of something from your past, that you still have some of your energy left in and the energy still charged, you'll have an emotional bridge to that. For example, let's say you went through a really bad breakup. Your partner cheated on you. A lot of people have been through that. And then you go and you see a movie about cheating. You are going to feel the pain that you felt when you were cheated on. Why is that? Because you still left your energy there, and your energy still hasn't been neutralized. So you have a bridge to that pain, whereas normally you've been unconscious to it, so you forgot about it. You have subconscious thoughts that come up, and your perspective on the world is based off of it, but you're not thinking about it consciously. That, or you don't have a way to neutralize energy in your past, which is absolutely one of the greatest tools that you can learn in your life. So with emotions, there's a couple different things you can do, because once you have a couple different experiences in your life that emotionally traumatize you, you develop defense mechanisms to keep you from feeling that way again. And in doing so, you lock in a specific personality. So then you become a person. You have a person, that person is relatable to your name, and from there, you're constantly trying to build up that name, validate that person, and it's a fake person. It's completely fake, just based off your defense mechanisms. So once you start going back and finding the energy that you're not neutral to, that changes. And in order to find the energy you're not neutral to, it's super simple. What are you thinking about? What parts of the past, what parts of the future are on your mind? Anything from the past or anything from the future that you think about is going to be something that you're not neutral to, that you still have energy in, whether good or bad. And as long as it's there, it's not here. So once you learn how to pull it back, all of a sudden you start to corral more parts of who you really are as a spirit. And when you do that, you have a huge confrontational battle, because at this point, your ego has become a thing. This character you created is a thing, and you have to start disassembling it. And it has a consciousness. All energy has consciousness, and this energy you have built into an actual person that you believe that you are. You make other people believe that you are. So it has a lot of consciousness, and it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go at all. So you can kind of find these spots where your emotions go crazy. You'll watch someone will do something, and you'll react or judge. Anything that you react to and judge also is something that you're not neutral to. And if focused on, you can follow back to an experience in your past that you have your energy in. And a lot of these might be unconscious to you. And the more you do this, the more you start having these memories pop up that you were like, holy shit, I totally forgot all about that. And it could be super significant points in your life. So what am I saying with this is basically the emotions are a roadmap. So with INTJs, people believe that you don't have a lot of emotion. And I'm going to stop talking about just INTJs, because I don't know what the other people on the planet are like. I don't know what they're thinking. I know what they're thinking from my ability to use pattern recognition to understand where their limitations are, but I don't know what they're thinking. So I'm just going to go ahead and start explaining things from my perspective. And from my perspective, once you start taking back your past and you start focusing on the present, you don't have all these emotions that marry you to certain responses. So you don't become you're not a consistent person in the way that we think of people. You don't have responses the same. You don't think things are perceivable in the same way. So you can be a different person at any time. Because the sweetest gift that there is that no one knows about yet is once you get neutral to something, you can choose how you want it to be. And this is epic. This is so cool. And you might not think it's that cool. But let's say when you're a kid, your grandfather took an ice cream cone and he shoved it in your face. You hate ice cream because of that. Your whole life you're going to hate ice cream. You're going to walk by ice cream shops and be like, that place sucks. People are like, oh, hey, you want some ice cream? You're like, that guy sucks. So once you change that, then you can think however you want about ice cream. And in doing so, such a small thing can shift who you are as a person so dramatically. So the whole reason that this is important is because once you start shifting from person to person to person, each of these things causes you to shift into an alternate reality where you are a completely different version of yourself. And once you start to do this more and more and more, you become an infinite amount of perspectives. You don't just have the one perspective that most people have that they tie their name to, which is basically, here's my limitations based off of my pain. This is who I am, this is how I think, and this is how I'm always going to think. If you start taking responsibility for how you feel, then you can shift a lot. And once you start shifting, then you start building a 3D model where you can cross-reference how things are to find better ways to feel about them and new possibilities of defining things. And it's unfathomable. It's awesome because nothing is outside of your grasp. And if you can't figure something out, it's because you don't have enough of your energy to figure it out. So all you have to do is keep searching for spots in your past that are bothersome. You can look at your parents, for one, for sure. Everybody can look at their parents because we all have so much energy stuck with our parents, and that's the energetic exchange. And just even work with your parents, because you think about it, when you're born, you're an infinite amount of energy. You're pure perfection. And then once you're born, slowly your parents subconsciously, because of their own definitions and insecurities, start divvying up your energy to themselves over time. So they start taking your energy. They had a bad day. They're like, oh, but a baby. And when they do that, you have an energetic exchange where they take your peace and joy. You take on some of their pain. This is just the nature of the beast right now. So once you become aware of this, you can start taking it back. And it's better for you and your parents, trust me. Because they might be stuck with a lot of your energy, but the vibration is raised so much that everyone needs all their energy back, and they need it neutral in present time. And the more neutral energy you have in present time, the more amazing miracles that you can create and experience on a regular basis. And I know a lot of people are like, well, what's up with the talk about the spiritual aspect of everything as an INTJ that doesn't really fit? And it's like, I don't care about the INTJ thing at all. And I don't care about the Myers-Briggs test at all. I don't care about any of that. I just simply started making videos about that because I knew there were people out there who define themselves in the same way I had defined myself in the past. The whole point is your energy allows you to create, and you leave it everywhere. You leave it everywhere. And when you go into meditation, you can do meditations where, let's say you close your eyes and you get calm, and you visualize a timeline. And this can be the timeline of your past. And on this timeline, you have the intention that everywhere that you've left energy is going to show up as a big or small dot, depending on how much energy. You'll see so much energy. You can just take that timeline, put it sideways, put it into a ball of energy, put it inside your body, and get it back. And this is awesome. Once you start doing this, you start getting more and more perspectives, which allows, because the ultimate point, I believe, of all things, the reason that we're here, is to be able to find an unconditional, loving perspective no matter what is going on externally to you. This allows you to give yourself unlimited peace no matter how hectic and crazy everyone around you is. And if you don't want that, you're probably watching the wrong set of videos, because this is something that everyone wants, is peace within the storm. So give it a try, and if you have any questions, there's tons of different techniques to do this, and it's hard at first, but once you get it, these perspectives keep coming, and it's just amazing. Namaste.